Welcome, Ultraers, crackheads, the 5K army, freaks and geeks, trolls and derps. What just happened to me? Oh my god, did you hear that? Hold on a second. I was just trying to tank through it. Welcome, Ultraers, crackheads, the 5K army, freaks and geeks, trolls and derps, girls, gays, and Joshes. Everybody. For the next 3 hours, I will be your host, Crack by the T-shirt. And in the grand scheme of BHultra live streams, this is stream number 1012. And today we continue our 21-week journey with week 16. Gotta find a way, got a new job, gotta start at the month today. Total Tomodachi Island. I'm tanking through the whole thing. I'm gonna do it no matter what. I'm doing this all in one take. They call me One Take Crack. We are in the final 7. And we are entering week 16. Like I said, people over in the Twitch chat can manage their prediction now. Over the next 30 minutes, you can bet Ultra Points on who of these final 7 you think is going to win immunity for today. Because this isn't another multi-immunity challenge. I haven't actually thought of the challenge. I have some rough ideas. But we seriously have made it down to 7 campers on Total Tomodachi Island. We started with 22. This is week 16. 15 weeks before this, let's round and say each of them were 3 hours. We've spent about 40 odd hours in this game, and we still have more to come. There is going to be more, but we are in the final stretch. In game 6, game 5, I guess game 4, because we're not at the very finals yet. But a merge has happened weeks and weeks ago when we got down to the final 11, and since that moment we have seen the elimination. Sorry, I'm getting emotional about it, just thinking about it. Of 4 campers outside of the team-based experience. And I think 3 of them were former members of Team Clover. That doesn't seem right. Yes, last week. Last week, we saw the elimination of you, breaking up the happy marriage of you and the Ink CEO. The Ink CEO doesn't seem too perturbed by it. And we saw the Businesstron continually manipulating the relationships of everyone around him and moving in on the Dopig as they have less and less allies. Now Dopig has no one else outside of the Businesstron. Oh, I got a question. Yes, you in the back. I finally got OBS to work with me for screen recording. Was the problem that I'm an idiot? Yes. You got to turn off hardware acceleration. This applies to everyone. If you ever want to record your screen, and you, whether it be OBS or Streamlabs or whatever, and you're trying to record Google Chrome, and it's a black screen when you look at the recording, go into your settings on Google Chrome and turn off hardware acceleration. It doesn't actually accelerate any hardware. It just makes it so you can't record your screen. That's an important message to look over. PNG avatar looks like Charlie. Charlie from what? That doesn't boil it down at all. We talking Smiling Friends, we talking Has-Been Hotel, we talking the Kirkster, what are we talking about? I really hope it's not that third one. Alright, well, let's jump back into the island on another thrilling installment of Total Tomodachi Island. If you're just joining me on this show for the first time on week 16, what a perfect time to jump into it. Every week since, I believe, spring, we started out with 22 campers on Total Tomodachi Island. They were initially on 2 teams of 11, and we would hold a challenge every week. And at the end of such challenge, whichever team lost would vote off one particular camper. And so far, in the final 7, that means we have seen the elimination of 15 previous campers. Let's see how the final 7 feels about being in the final 7. Actually, I'm going to dig around in the fountain for some change. Penguin Zio, Moist Critical. Oh, right. Did you guys hear about this situation? I'm gonna read a bunch of posts from Twitter. This situation is crazy. What the fuck's going on with Dopig?
My heart hurts. I want to propose to boss.
Propose?
Do you think that's a good idea?
You guys have been dating for 8 days. Listen, when you're on Total Tomodachi Island, you kind of gotta lock that shit down, right? a marriage, a relationship is, if dating is just an alliance, marriage is an alliance you can't get out of until one of you is eliminated. If Dopig wants to get to the finals with Businesstron, because I don't know if I believe that Businesstron loves the Dopig. I mean, sorry, what does this say? They're currently dating, and Businesstron is kinda getting along with Dopig. You finally got everything you wanted, and now it's not enough. I do believe that Dopig believes that they are in love with Businesstron. I don't believe that the Businesstron is capable of love. Alright, whatever.
In that case,
Surprised
also
Businesstron made it this far.
Walmart
Because he's
and
conniving.
Walmart
He's a schemer.
The thing is,
I would say him and Fred 3 are on the same level of schemery, but ever since Fred 3 exploded his own team, he hasn't really done anything.
and help me focus.
I guess. What do we miss during the week? Like in between installments of Total Tomodachi Island? Or like what did you miss last week? A lot, actually. Have you guys all been keeping up with Total Tomodachi Island? I can't even do the Charlie voice. No, I'm just accidentally doing... I don't know, who's that, Bowser?
Thanks for meeting me here.
Total Tomodachi Island. That's not what he sounds like.
So,
Listen, the Total Tomodachi Island situation is crazy. I'm gonna read a bunch of Twitter posts and then say, you make your own opinion. I see the value in a streamer that just reports, right? I think him and Ludwig sort of do the same thing, where they just tell you about a situation. However, I kind of prefer my streamers, my tubers, to be very opinionated. Not that I want them to, you know, make my opinion for me, but I'd rather them be opinionated than sort of just... I understand the value in something like that, though.
I actually have something.
The Total Tomodachi Island situation is sad. This show makes me sad. Which situations has he been talking about? Oh.
Well,
Damn, I just got doxxed for being white. Or I got doxxed as being white. I didn't get doxxed for being white. Guess who got doxxed on the internet for, you guessed it, being white? Just a bunch of lip service. How's your lips? The Businesstron situation is fucking shit your pants insane. The Businesstron situation is scary. People just described news broadcast. I mean, it's really just a matter of whether or not you want to get your news from streamers. That's completely up to you. I mean, between weeks when Dopig built all the way up to proposing. Oh yeah, what happened across those 7 days? It's like a saw trap where they get like Stockholm Syndrome when you leave them alone for long periods of time. I sound like an insane person. But, I mean, surely they keep existing when we don't play the game, right? Stuff still happens in the game. But without the host, they might go a little crazy. It's like Toy Story. What is their purpose, even? The thing is that, like, I know it's not the purpose of Toy Story, right? Toy Story is just an allegory for feeling pushed out of your family and finding your purpose. The first movie is ostensibly about a divorced dad that feels threatened by the new stepdad, right? That's kind of what they're going for. But as they make more and more Toy Story movies, it does raise several questions. When you're watching Toy Story 3, you're not thinking like, okay, do the toys have souls? How does this work? What beckons a toy? But then the fourth and fifth movies kind of like beg that question. All right, it sounds like they're getting married. They can legitimately only have 5 other people at their wedding. Playing hardcore footsies. The 5th one especially. Yeah, like, if you're not gonna ask those questions, I think if you're gonna keep making Toy Story movies, you can't be like, oh, I miss my person. Technology's kind of scary. You gotta be like, no, it's the fucking, like, not to fall too much into the Pixar theory bullshit, but like, you know, the toys survive in the wilderness. They have to kill a bear. Just remake The Revenant, but it's like Woody. Spork is literally suicidal. Yeah, like, what beckons a toy? Imagine Tomodachis are off the clock 9 to 5 working when you go offline. Oh, they're just playing characters here. Businesstron situation. Businesstron is just misunderstood. I didn't know we had Businesstron shooters here. I wish we could do predictions over on YouTube. Actually, let me... What can I do here? I can create a poll, and I can add 4 options on this poll. Okay, so we'll do that when we get to the final 4. For now, unfortunately, we're shit out of luck. Don't blame me, that's YouTube's fault. Cheese. Cheese. I know that he blinked, but I feel like Businessron kind of looks better with his eyes closed. Is that a normal thing to say? Merry Christmas!
Check out these reindeer. I'm going to try and fly one of them home.
I don't think you should do that. I know that I have purposefully drawn the battle lines between Twitch and YouTube. Because specifically with Total Tomodachi Island, YouTube's always more popping off. They're much more... What's the word I'm looking for? He keeps closing his fucking eyes. They feel very strongly about Tomodachi Island specifically. I indeed blame you alone. That's my fault. Yeah, sorry. I got the CEO of YouTube on speed dial.
We got you a souvenir.
You gotta fix this poll situation. I am pretty sure that you'll notice the people over on Twitch that have a sub badge, which is, I think is currently no one, have very exclusive emotes. And the same applies to this YouTube channel if you become a YouTube member, I think. I'm keeping these names. Well, congrats on your marriage. I hope it makes you guys better at the game. Total Tomodachi Island.
We'll stay in the house we've already been living in.
Businessron is sleeping in Jebediah's bed. That was Jebediah's place. It's called King of the Iron Fist because of Tekken. That name's good. Just so we never forget about Jebediah. He was erased from the story. Give penance stare. Remember when YouTube paid a bunch of streamers millions to switch platforms? Feels like they forgot all about the streaming section of YouTube. I mean, like, they're... I have notes. For sure I have notes. Okay. I like co-streaming on YouTube just because it automatically archives the VODs. Businessron was not sleeping in anyone's bed. He would never do that. It was AI. I mean, he's AI, right? Or is he his own damn man? Probably walk like a model, right? It is the dope pig. I'm not surprised that the characters on Team Grass made it this far. I am surprised if we're comparing this show to the wrestling simulation show, right? Businessron was always a world champion. It was always going to be important. Fred 3 was also like a contender on occasion. But like, Dope Pig is a relatively new... Like in the grand scheme of BHultra live streams, it's really just from that Mario Paint one. Alright, who else is in love? This is going to be messy, right? Hey. Hey, me too, brother. Hell yeah. Woo! I'm always stacking that paper. I'm always grabbing them coins. I'm always eating them pennies. Sometimes when I cough, it tastes like pennies. Yeah, it sounds like love, whatever. I can't advise them against it, but I personally, if I was Mascot's friend and not Mascot's host, I would advise against it. 2Coin has not fallen for anyone since their spouse was eliminated. How many people currently on this island have had a marriage that exploded? It's just Inxio and 2Coin, right? And I guess Dope Pig also. I like that the Gooner and Mascot XL just kind of live together, just platonic vibes. Okay, what do you want? My son, who I hate. Who's your favorite contestant? Did that answer your question? I can't play favorites. Something I made... Okay, my cat just jumped on my desk. Something I made myself. What would the Gooner want? What kind of stamps do we got?
box of feet.
I gotta pay for the box of feet? Fine, $50. Why not? Whatever you're doing, Megatron, okay. He wants to hang out behind the computer. If the stream turns off, you'll know why. He's lying on the power strip. Here's your box of feet. Is this today's challenge? The old Tarantino special. Who's canonically a billionaire in this? Oh, he fucking loves it. That doesn't surprise me. More than Parachamp? Okay, less than Parachamp. Canonically a billionaire in the storyline, so I could defend him with my life. I want to be on their good side. There's people on Twitter that's like, won't somebody think of the billionaires? What are you, my parents? What's going on over here? 2Coin is in danger. What does the news have to say about this? Speaking of my parents, let's watch Fox News, shall we? Honor of Mascot XL? That's ominous. Could this be our final 5? Is this foreshadowing? What's gonna happen to the Dopig? The Dopig had a crazy run last week, by the way. Celebrated their birthday, got in a relationship, and then won the whole Smash Bros. Tournament.
That news makes me so happy.
Fake news. I tune into the news and it's just Charlie again. Hey, well, first time catching the series live, and my favorite little guy, 2Coin, finally gets a new romantic interest. It's if it goes well. Right now, 2Coin's dealing with the hiccups of the century. Somebody else needs my help. Oh, it was 2Coin. I'm looking at this all wrong. Whoa, they got more change in here. Or no, I gotta make a wish. I hope everybody wins Total Tomodachi Islands. I hope everybody wins. See, sometimes you really gotta lean on the logo of it all. So what do I even have? Wind turbine. We're gonna completely automate this island. I mean, we almost got all these, right? Because it's like this is the first page. Barbed wire fence. Level 6-7, huh? What can I use for a challenge today? Can we do like a driver's ed challenge? If I place cones around the island, will they avoid them? Collect my 7 colored cones. J-Mania in the Twitch chat asks both the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat how everyone is. Hello, Jay. We gotta check the news real quick. Ba-ba-ba. Tuning into Gooner News. This is that shit that Zone 10 was hosting on Newgrounds. Resident Evil. Anyway, TTTTT, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you could see it live. That way, oh, right, I need to add this to the playlist I'm putting together of all the episodes of the show, and then also every time somebody gets eliminated, I add their stream series to the playlist. As a little catch-up. I hope that a lot of you people, that's a weird way to refer, a lot of you dedicated ultras that tune in every week to Total Tomodachi Island. Once the show is over, we'll parlay that into watching more streams. But if not, I get it. It takes up a lot of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to unlock 5 more of these. Wait, I can grant another wish. Okay. We got the cones. Pinwheel clock. Drinking fountain. Fuck it, let's get the wind turbine. Let's make this place real cold, thanks. Been confirmed. Get confined to the VODs for weeks now. Well, I'm glad you can make it live. It's an entirely different experience. Might be kind of a failing question. What's going on over here? This is the same group we saw earlier. Okay, so the Gooner is in his little goon cave, and 2Coin is... Will nobody help 2Coin? Is he still stuck? Where is he? Is he okay? Is he safe? No. You know, where's the gooner? You need to make more friends. Help him.
Okay.
Do something! Hello, Donch. Welcome back to another thrilling install. I'm not gonna play the logo over this. This seems important. How do you find time to stream and make vids that are so long? I am gen confused. I don't do anything else. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. And on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, after stream, I stay at my desk and I edit all day and I write next month's video. This year has been a little bit out of order and I've canceled more videos than I ever have. I believe that the third installment of this Nudes Era trilogy thing is probably going to be pushed off to September later so that I can get in the Adult Swim anniversary video, which will be like end of August, early September, because I do one for every September. And Adult Swim's anniversary is on September 2nd. But on those days, I end stream and then I just go to editing and writing. On the days with the podcast, I edit before and after. And on Saturday, I mainly record footage. So to answer your question, I don't do anything other than this. I try and go to the movie theater every Friday, right? But even then, I'm making TikToks about it. My life is kind of videos. And it sort of has to be... Holy shit, Jester costume. And I'm not saying this to, you know, I'm not one to be like, oh, I want to be viral, I want to be famous, I gotta get it all on the internet. It's more that, like, if you... I want this to be the thing that I do. And for me to do that, it needs to be the only thing I do. My planning was that I would just do this nonstop throughout my 20s and then maybe be able to pull back a little bit as I get older. That seems like it's not going to be the case because I'm kind of broke right now. But I love what I do. I know I talked about this on the pod yesterday. That the idea that, like, oh, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life is like a scam. But I do genuinely love what I do. I tuned in last stream, but it was over, and I looked like an idiot saying, it's the Total Drama Island guy to nobody. No, I saw that. I just didn't respond to it. I don't want to be the Total Drama Island guy. Bathroom. That's alright. I can't afford that. September 2nd, dude, my birthday is the day right after. That's nice. Well, then you're gonna love this. I was actually editing. I thought I was ahead of editing yesterday, but then my, you know, you always fear for that day. My hand started to hurt, and I couldn't lift up the mouse, so I had to take a break. Hopefully, I'm feeling a little better today, but I'll be honest with you. I got a strict schedule, but it is weighing on me. And the thing is that, like, I think I would be more able to take a break if I didn't plan my year so rigorously. So, like, next year, I already know what I'm doing, right? I have it all planned out, so I have, like, release dates planned, because I care too much about anniversaries. I like when videos coincide with anniversaries. I wish I didn't, though, because it'd be nice to take a little break. But I'm not really in a financial position to take a break right now. Didn't respond, unsubbing, reported, tweeted about you on Twitter. That's fine. Listen, all publicity is good publicity. That's what I gotta do. I gotta create a scandal. There are a few things that bum me out more than when I find a YouTube video on a niche subject I really like, and then that is what the entire YouTube channel is about. I love Buffy, but you can't get 100 videos out of it. I mean, for Buffy, you might be able to do that because it just has a lot of episodes. I get what you're saying, though. Yeah, like, maybe I'm old-fashioned. You know, I'm only in my early 20s, but, you know, if the U.S. government asks, I'm in my mid-30s. That I like to treat my YouTube page sort of like it's social, like it's a MySpace page, right? It's just an amalgamation. It's my blog. It's an amalgamation of all the stuff I like. When you come to the channel, you're getting me. I don't think there's anything wrong with people that outsource their work, but I pride myself on writing my videos, filming my videos, editing my videos. Like, I do it all. And it's not because, like, oh, man, you're getting the real, authentic, cinematic experience or whatever. Because I understand why bigger YouTubers pay people to edit their videos. It's because they're able to do that. But I don't trust anyone else. Like, I like doing every part of the video. I like that it's all me, that I do that stuff. I think there's different philosophies when it comes to making videos. I think that some people... neither of these are correct or incorrect. Some people treat making videos like each video is an individual short film. And some people treat videos like they're episodes of a show. And I like to treat each video like it's an episode of a show. So, like, while realistically the average person is just going to watch the video that they are interested in, I like to treat it like a show so that people, like, oh, they come back each month for a new episode. Thought you were, like, 29. I was born in 2001, which is why I feel such a kinship with this Adult Swim. And Super Smash Bros. Melee all of a sudden. Like, no other YouTuber would have been willing to play hours worth of old 2010s outdated video game for one video. Which video is this referring to? Because this could have been a lot of them, actually. Somebody needs my help. You want me to put some bullshit here? Is it about the cones? A photo? That I can do. That was the other thing. We also took a photo of Dope Pig. So this either means that Mascot XL is going to win today's challenge, or something terrible is going to happen. What's the most elegant place? What about in front of the graveyard? Wait, hold on. This one might be foreboding. Shows just Mascot XL running into the graveyard. You look beautiful, honey. The horror pipeline one. Oh, right. Yeah, but I wanted to do that. See, that's the thing is that, like, I think somebody asked us on the last Total Tomodachi Island as well, about how I decide what videos I want to make and what videos I make to chase the algorithm, I believe was the quote they used. But I don't, like, chasing the algorithm is a fool's errand. That is like some kind of amorphous beast we cannot possibly understand. Greater men than me have tried to tame that beast. It is simply not possible. You can make a million game theory videos that say, like, oh, if you put a smiling face in the thumbnail, more people will click on it. But that's just stats, right? That's not human nature. There's nothing you can do. I make videos for me, and I stream for myself, and if people want to watch them, then that's good for them. Just realized I voted for Inxio instead of Mascot XL. You got them mixed up. Well, has the Twitch prediction subsided? No, we still got like a couple minutes left in it, if you want to bet your Ultra points, before I begin this challenge. I wish I could do it on YouTube. Unless everyone on YouTube wants to go vote on Twitch real quick. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Sorry I'm late. Dumb grown-up job, lol. Dude, listen. I have said this before. Normally, I take umbrage with people who only listen to the videos in the background, or the same goes for the stream or whatever. But I get it. I think that everyone should make us both money on company time. Because when I was, when I was doing minimum wage work, when I was fucking in retail, I had my AirPods in all the time. I fucking get it. Chasing the algorithm is just Mr. Beast 2.0. Damn you, YouTube. Yeah, but like, you kind of don't gotta care about that stuff. And it sounds like cope, because like this is something I could say when I was getting millions of views, but now that I'm getting like 5,000 views, it sounds like I'm coping, so I wish I did say it. I love the Muppets Christmas Carol. So I wish I did say it years ago so that people would actually care about my opinion, because people only really care when you're popular or whatever. You need to not care about views. Once you stop caring about that number, like, I like to track the numbers from a ranking standpoint because I think stats are fun, because I'm a fucking nerd that might have a brain disease. But you shouldn't make videos to get a bunch of views. That's just me, get that paper, do whatever. I'm in no position to talk, right? Sponsors won't reach out to me, and I'm kind of broke right now. But I love what I do. Double-digit thousands for most. Seems like the new trilogy is doing well. That's true. I think I just really liked that oh shit, he's chill with it. I really liked that Sequelitis video. And that one got like, I do think this is such a fucking ego thing to do. I want to check the channel real quick because I like on Total Tomodachi Island where we kind of just, you know, it's a lot of downtime where we just talk, we shoot the shit. If I sort these by popular, the least popular one, yeah, it's the MagFest video at 4.3K. If that gets up to 6K, then the floor has been lifted. Currently, the floor is at 5K at the minimum, because the video that is currently public that has the least amount of views is at 5K. If that one gets up to 6K, then we'll change the 5K army to the 6K army. But again, that's not me like, oh man, I hope I get my money on this. Because to be quite honest with you, people are gonna watch the Izzy video no matter what I do, right? People are watching it every fucking day. The Izzy video doesn't exclusively pay my rent, but it gets fucking close, you know? The Izzy video ostensibly is like me peaking early, so now I can... that's my fucking... I'm Daniel Radcliffe, I'm Robert Pattinson, and... You know, I'll do Daniel. I'm Daniel Radcliffe, and the Izzy video is Harry Potter, right? Now I could spend the rest of my life doing whatever weird shit I want, and I'll be okay because people will still watch that and I'll still get residuals. Damn. A truffle, huh? Like, these streams, I don't make money on these streams. Not enough to, like, get by. I do it because I like streaming. I'm able to get by because of Izzy and other videos on occasion. Would it be cool if another video got to 1 million and I got paid even more? Sure. I'd rather do stuff I like with fewer views than doing viral stuff I don't like. And going viral kind of fucking sucks, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's a cope personally, even like from a business standpoint. You'd rather have people who love to watch what you love doing rather than catering to an audience who might leave. Yeah, like after the first Izzy video, I easily could have just done a total drama video each month. I know there's a lot of, you know, either entitled adults or legit children. I choose to believe it's just playing fucking maracas on their grave. This is a little disrespectful, don't you think? You took a picture in front of them and now she loves those damn maracas. But I think it, not even from like a mental standpoint, but just from like a channel standpoint. If I did become the total drama guy, I would have drained that well pretty quickly, all things considered. Honestly, wouldn't say the Izzy video is your peak because I do think I just continue what you're doing. The algorithm would eventually have pity on you. I don't refer to it as pity, but I get what you're saying. I'm honestly like, you know, I love YouTube. We know we're shitting on the YouTube stream, and I'm always going to make videos for YouTube. But my ideal is I get 666 paid patrons, and the Patreon pays my rent every month. And then I can just kind of not worry about anything else. I'll keep making YouTube videos, and I'll keep doing fucking TikToks, and I'll keep streaming on Twitch. But I won't need it. Is what I'm getting at. That's completely fair. Fame can be extremely stressful. I wouldn't even refer to it as fame. I want to make this clear right now. I have never been famous. I don't think that, for one, I don't think that those 6 million views on the Izzy video are 6 million unique people. I think at most it's like 500,000 people, which is nothing to sneeze at. 500,000 people that have watched the video like 12 times. I think that's more realistic. I couldn't even name 6 million people. Well, that's the thing too, is that like you get so used to seeing numbers go up that you grow accustomed to it. But like picture 5,000 people. I don't know if I've met 5,000 people. Stokes video is really good too. Well, thank you. I mean, you know, I age, and I know that maybe you guys can't relate to a YouTube video getting millions of views and then moving on, but like, imagine if most people's extent of you, like what most people know you for, was something you made when you were 21. Some of you might be younger, so maybe this is like a fool's errand what I'm saying. Maybe you don't get it, but I'm 25 now. I would not make the Izzy video the way I did when I was 21. That I would make now, right? And I see clips from it on occasion, and I'm like, man, I'm like a kid here. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know anything about the world. But people still watch the Izzy video, and thank God they do, because, you know, it keeps the lights on. But people still watch the Izzy video for the first time every day. And when you're watching a video, seeing the posted date as 2022 doesn't seem that long ago. But for me, that was basically, like, that's a quarter, a fifth of my life, right? A fifth of my life that I have grown a lot since then. I don't even remember what happened in 2022. Name 30 people, first start small. Yeah, we'll start with that. It's naming 100 women, but instead it's 5K people. I remember that one guy who had a PETA video go viral, and he's still doing it to this day. And I find it kind of sad. I just don't imagine anyone having fun making that over and over again. To be fair, growing up as a content creator is not liking certain stuff you did in vids in the past, so I don't think it's just you. I am incredibly fortunate to have not started posting videos until I was 18. And not having videos that anyone watches until I was 21, right? That's pretty good. I've said some regrettable things in my past. That's what happens when you stream every day for 3 hours. Eventually, you're going to get a 21-year-old's opinion, and you're going to be 25 looking at that and being like, why the fuck did I say that? That's ridiculous. Watching Dopig closely. Moving in for the kill. Sort of fun that the series is sort of like your own Total Pokemon Island in a way.
Done.
It seems like he didn't like that a whole lot. BH slurs. Definitely not slurs, just sometimes you don't have enough perspective on the world. And you are given a level of popularity that you never had, and you really don't know how to handle it. Both of those things separately. But yeah, I mean, that's another example, Total Pokemon Island. I was really excited to have Nikki Nor Anders on the pod to talk about it, but I was trying to be very careful because, you know, you don't want to be in your 20s and be most known for something you did when you were like 9 years old. So yeah, I'm incredibly fortunate I didn't start making videos until I was an adult, a legal adult. I would still argue, I think I keep moving the goalpost. When I turned 18, I'm like, see, I'm an adult now. 18's an adult. And then I turned 21, and I'm like, okay, well, now I'm an adult. Now this is real life. And now I'm 25, and I'm like, you know, 21, I didn't know anything. Now, my threshold is now, once you're, like, college graduate age, then you're in now you're in the real world. Once you're, like, 23, you're a real person. BH past opinions I disagree with now. Yeah. But everyone feels like that. I feel like I change my opinions a lot on things, and when you make YouTube videos and stream a lot, and that shit becomes archived, it's kind of hard to get around. People are like, didn't you say this in 2021? The answer is probably. Doesn't mean I agree with it. This is a shoot. I just found a video I uploaded 17 years ago. That was a gag with my friends I haven't thought about in 15 years. Is at 315k views. Huh? What's the gag? Or you don't gotta tell us, but... Alright, well, we're almost an hour into this. I'm pretty sure the vote over on Twitch has subsided, right? The predictions have been locked in. Now we can begin our final 7 challenge. Everyone's always staying inside their houses, but we have a new building opportunity. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cones, 7 cones. How far can we zoom out? I was thinking that we put a cone in each corner of the world, and whoever taps all 4 corners gains immunity in a little bit of a bull rope match situation. But I don't even know if I can trust them to do that. Maybe we do 1 cone at a time. As long as we're watching everyone. Let me test something, though. Gooner, you're gonna be my little guinea pig. My little Gooner pig. I don't like that at all. Interact with this cone. Okay. Alright, he loves his camera, So here's what we'll do. I don't know how long this is going to take. Maybe we'll rank them up by points. Dude, there's stuff I said like a year ago I find stupid now and disagree with. I'm in my 30s and I'm still trying to figure it out. If I'm actually an adult, my toy collection may say otherwise. Yeah, like, you know, every time you get older, you move the goalpost a little bit. I see Matt Johnson in interviews talking about being a young guy and he's in like his 40s. You know what? Fuck it, sure. I'm Arab. I don't know if you can tell by my username, but dude, at 9 years old, I made this one Talking Tom vid where 8 just said a bunch of gibberish. And a couple of years ago, I checked on it, and it was at 1.2 million views. Most comments weren't even in Arabic. I think there was a period of time on the internet, the late teens, where anything in a different language was hilarious. People at band practice would be fucking rocking the bass-boosted Russian national anthem. So I imagine hearing Talking Tom speak in Arabic was funny to a lot of Redditors. Alright, well, let's start with cone 1 then. This is cone number 1. They have to find all of the cones. Here's what I'll do, actually. There's 7 cones, right? Right, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got a better idea. Let me write these down. I can write them right here, actually. Hold on. Red. Yellow. Green. Blue. Orange. I guess that's white, but, you know, whatever. Black and also green. I'll call it light. So that's between 1 and 7. Now I will ask the internet to random number between 1 and 7. Okay. I've got the number. So I know which cone is the correct one. So here's what I will do. We're going to do a little bit of judgment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This isn't like evened out. I need an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that works. So like a space every thing. If I put like a cage around it, okay, this is not enough. Alright, well, 6 is fine. Spoilers, it's not this color, so it doesn't matter anyway. Do I still have the fence? Yes, the iron fence. Perfect. They're gonna go in one at a time, and they're each gonna pick a cone. Hopefully. Assuming that this works. All of these challenges are just a testing ground, really. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I did that. Alright, so... Well, you know, if I'm gonna do that anyway, I might as well just... Yeah, fuck it, right? 1 in 7 odds. Okay, so we have our little coned area. I don't know, do I place them in front of it? Do I wait for them to interact with it? I feel like if I wait, it's gonna be a fool's errand. Let's check in with everyone individually. Businessron, how do you feel about being in the final 7? Oh, this is perfect because there's 7 cones. I'll just have them each pick a cone, and then I will remove said cone, and then whoever picks the winning cone gets immunity. It's like a little treasure hunt. Maybe I do wait for them to just interact with the cones. Do we give it like an hour and see if they interact with it? Because this challenge is going to take, if we place them in there, maybe 5 minutes. Oh, about mascot? This is like the fucking Olympic Village. They're all sucking and fucking.
Oh, hey, the host. You know, your eyes look just like Render Man's.
Forgot about Brender Man.
I can't thank you enough. Thanks to you.
I have tried to force jokes my entire life, as you guys can tell by the way I stream. We used to do this thing on Xbox where we would do like Minecraft build challenges, and I built this like Slender Batman character, which was an amalgamation of both the Slender Man and the Batman, and I would bring it up in conversation as like Honey Badger style memes, like, oh man, the Slender Batman's too good for you, something like that. I was really trying to force it. It did not stick, but now it's a permanent part of these streams because I said it out loud. Rather go to the past or the future? I wouldn't use it, I abstain. Am I like a ghost, or I'd go to the past? I don't want to change anything. I just kind of want to go back and hang out with my kid self. Let's watch fucking cartoons. You fuck with Chowder? Dude, I knew I liked you, man. Hell yeah. Get that smirk off your face. Yo, me too, man. Woo! Enough. What's the Gooner think about this? Are you gonna interact with the challenge?
Something on your mind.
Put that away.
I was up all night thinking about something we made.
So was I that one time. These are all stream references, so I imagine if you only watch the YouTube streams, you might be very fucking confused. Judging by the designs, Ink CEO may be my favorite. Yeah, it's got that paper bag.
I can't stop thinking about forming an alliance.
I mean, it looks like it's working. You got people together. I blame PewDiePie for majority of Reddit humor post-Bridge incident. I swear he started making wholesome Reddit vids after that. Ink CEO is just a cheap version of BusinessTron. Matter of fact, everyone is. We are all BusinessTron. You just created 1,000 BusinessTrons. Okay, so if I watch the Gooner, is he going to go in there? You'd think it would be like gerbils. Like you put something new and interesting on the island and they want to interact with it. But they'll just walk right by. I also like the Gooner. The Gooner character. Something about this the Gooner character really speaks to me. Because the Gooners are a funnier character than we've ever created. You're just gonna walk right by, huh? Not gonna interact with the challenge at all? Alright, I say we fix a camera on this. Come on. It's like, this is too far. But this, here's what we'll do. Perfect. We're on the scene. We're gonna keep our camera fixed on these cones for like the next hour, maybe 30 minutes. That's when I'll call it, right? Maybe they will, of their own volition, interact with the cones. But now would be let's open up the floor to the Q&A, shall we? Who's got more questions? Yes, you in the back. Yes, you the bellhop. BHultra's alter ego. I would never be the Gooner. I spill my seed an appropriate amount. I was talking to my buddy Chris, polite claps for Chris, about this the other day. Something that really bugs me about the way people talk about things, especially now. People are getting like thinner and thinner, and it's scary. And almost every guy I've met in their 20s has like an unchecked eating disorder, but they think they're like gains maxing or whatever. People don't do things for their own express enjoyment anymore. They need it to have some kind of health benefit. You know, like I'm all for smoking weed, and I think the criminalization of it has been terrible for this country and has put hundreds of innocent people in the prison system that they were stuck in for the rest of their life, and they need to be rectified for that. Legality, decriminalization isn't it alone. Like, there need to be ramifications for that decision. However, God forbid you tell someone that they're addicted to smoking weed, and then they're sending you like 15 Vice articles about how it's actually good for you and helps brain development. It's the same thing with like jerking off, right? Like every month there's an article that's like, oh, jerking off is actually really good for your prostate. It helps you not develop dementia. Why can't you just do it because you can't just smoke because you like smoking? You can't just jerk off because it feels good. You refuse to be hedonistic a little bit. It has to have a secret health benefit. Every time I'm drinking fucking soda zero, Coke zero, Pepsi zero, whatever. You always got a bitch in your ear saying, like, you know, that's going to give you dementia a year earlier. If I was going to get dementia anyway, I was going to get dementia, you know? I'm not saying that be completely unhealthy and live a debilitating lifestyle, but you can't just, you don't want to just reward yourself a little bit? Why can't you just do things because they feel good? Why does everything got to be like protein powder now? What is wrong with people? This reminds me of those, I force my dog to make a choice by putting answers next to different food or water bowls. Yeah. So just to be clear, the winner is whoever luckily chooses the right one. What if the players pick the same cone? Well, then we'll just remove the cones every time someone pick ones. Express enjoyment is a new type of maxing. I never heard of it. Yeah. How about we do some joy maxing? Some express enjoyment maxing. This is genuinely just the Joe Rogan mentality. I remember one time a dude on his podcast mentioned something about weed smoking, and he just went insane trying to show it's healthy and great. I have nothing wrong with smoking weed. I think that's totally fine. And when I say addiction, I don't mean like someone who smokes a lot. I mean like legit waking up and smoking immediately. Like you didn't even try to brush your teeth first. You're going right to that. We all smoke. I get it. It's totally fine. I did it way more when I was a teenager than I did when I legally could have done it. But it gets to a point. How fucked up do you get on the reg ultra? I actually don't drink. I don't think I have drank. I've definitely been high a lot. But one time I took too many edibles and got scared. And now I just don't smoke weed anymore. But I don't think I ever have drank, even when I was like a teenager and was invited to parties, which happened maybe 2 times in high school, so not a whole lot. I just would pretend to drink or just not drink. And what I've learned recently is that I don't think peer pressure is a real thing when you're an adult, but some people take it very personally when you do not drink with them. So I used to say, like, oh, I don't drink, and then people would be like, come on, you gotta do it, come on. But nowadays, I say, I don't drink anymore. And that has a little bit of twinge to it, because when you say that, people are like, oh, shit, something happened. When you say, I don't drink anymore, it sounds like you're in AA right now, and you're, like, on your 1-month chip. So it helps. For me, I think I just have, like... I don't like to use the word debilitating because, like, I choose not to allow any mental disabilities I have to be debilitating. Like, you know, I don't got debilitating autism. It helps my job. I don't suffer from autism. It's fucking awesome. But OCD is a bigger thing that I've only found out about in the last couple of years that I probably definitely have. And for me, I don't drink because I am petrified of being inebriated. Anything that could falter into my decision-making horrifies me. The idea that alcohol could make me make a decision that I wouldn't otherwise make is like my personal hell. It's because we're sold on this idea that when you get super drunk, you do stuff that you wouldn't otherwise do. So people use it as an excuse when they do some fuck shit. They're like, oh, I was drunk. You gotta forgive me because I was drunk. I got a drinking problem. Now I'm a year clean. Look at me. I'm fine now. And that's not actually how it works, but I fear it is. Like, oh man, what if I drink and then I become an evil person? And what if it gets posted to social media? That's basically how I go about my day-to-day life. But I also just don't like drinking. But now we all have our vices, right? Like I'm down in caffeine by the truckload through carbonated beverages. But I don't really get drunk or high. I've never gotten drunk, I don't think, and I don't get high anymore. Maybe that's why I'm so fucking stressed out all the time. My vice is mozzarella sticks. That fucking rules, but that would probably kill me. If I was addicted to mozzarella sticks, I think the stomach lining of my body would be ripped out. I would be going on like a guy period every month. Also, protein foods usually taste like shit. Obviously, nothing wrong with smoking weed, but if you're that passionate about getting high, there's something bigger you gotta worry about. People treat recovering addicts like babies, bro. I'm exactly the same way. The thought of being drunk terrifies me, so I just, like, don't. That's so real, Ultra. I also just realized I have OCD and autism, like, legit last week. I'm always tentative to say because, like, the only thing I know for sure, which I don't even know for sure, the only thing I've been diagnosed with is severe anxiety disorder and ADHD. Those are the only, like, actual doctor I have been given medication for those things. I don't take the medication, but I was given medication for those things. What I know is that specifically in males is that autism is often misdiagnosed as ADHD and vice versa. I do not know that I am autistic. I have never gotten a proper diagnosis. Every time I say that, though, everyone in my life is like, come on. Everyone in my life is pretty sure, right? And the same applies to OCD. I used to think I locked my car 5 times as I walked away from it because it was a fun little quirk. And I guess it is to a certain degree. But OCD don't have a proper diagnosis and autism don't have a proper diagnosis. But I kind of don't want an autism diagnosis because there's some extra additional red tape that comes with that. And the reason I'm tentative is because it's sort of become commodified a little bit. Where I don't think there's anything wrong with people diagnosing themselves as an adult. Nor do I think it's impossible that a large proponent of people that spend a lot of their time on the internet are also autistic. However, statistically, there's no way all of you are, right? Like, all the people you see online that say they are, like, and what they mean when they say they're autistic is that they like video games. I think that the word has sort of been co-opted by the internet, and we're seeing it now with, like, goth girls, and I talked about this kind of in the recent Cartoon Network videos, that, like, the goth subculture has become, like, a porn category. Like, it doesn't actually mean what it means anymore. It's been taken over by... I really don't want to say the word normies, because now I'm delving into the Reddit a little bit, but, like... neurotypicals, I guess. So I'm always tentative to diagnose myself because I don't want to be one of those people online that's like, I have ADHD, and then they're like looking off camera to be like, oh, look, a bird, a squirrel. Like, they think having ADHD is like being a dog from Up. But, you know, if it's not my place to diagnose myself with autism, it's everyone else's, and I keep getting fucking comments about it, so. That and being an egg. Ultra, it's crazy how I just agree with everything you say. The first thing you said when I joined on my TV was about jerking off, and even then was so true. I'm pro jerking off, let it be known. I heard a quote about how drinking is just the real you, and I don't know how true that is, but I'd say majority of people believe it, because if someone does something awful whilst drunk, they keep on quoting it. Also, you know, I don't want to be the square, I don't want to be the party pooper, but, like, when I was, like, right out of high school and right into being in my 20s, I, throughout high school, loved playing board games and video games and watching movies and TV shows and whatever. You know, that's what I did for fun. But every time I went to, like, a party, people just refused to have fun without drinking. Beer pong is not a fun game to play. You just want to drink. Everything became a drinking game. When I lived with my California roommates, who I love dearly, I think someone's coming up on the cones. They did this game called, I was like, we should play Smash Bros. And they're like, oh, we'll play Smash or Smashed, where every time you lose a match, you drink. It's like, okay, or we could play Smash Bros. The fact that, like, every game needed to also be a drinking game always really bummed me out, because it was boring. Drinking games aren't really fun. I guess I don't drink, so maybe they're not fun for me, but... Mozzarella sticks are great. My personal vice is sugar. LARPers is the word, I believe. Yeah, I guess. LARPers has also kind of been commodified, but, you know, c'est la vie, that's the internet, right? People have to drink at a party to have fun. It's not a fun party. Precisely my point. I think that, like, as I become an adult and I see people kind of freak out about stuff that's clearly for children and act out about it, it makes me want to grow a distance from those things. Like, whenever you see people online that are like, oh, one of the best shows of all time is Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's actually, and people talk about Clone Wars and they're like, oh, it's actually quite deep. And that kind of makes me want to distance myself from it. But I also like all those things. Like, I like video games. I like board games. I like fucking cartoons. I like pro wrestling. I need to get back in touch with myself earnestly and just like the stuff that I like. Because I caught myself in those Cartoon Network videos equating a lot of meaning to chowder that wasn't there and then mentioning it. But fuck it, man. I should just equate the meaning then. I like having fun without drinking. I prefer heroes who weren't caught. Haven't you talked about touching yourself enough? No. You know what? No. Let's go on. So what do you guys watch? What's your category of choice? I like the term touching yourself. I guess I am in no position to talk. Imagine if you replaced drinking with jerking off. Every time I go to a party, everyone's just jerking off there. I've talked about that one, that Paul Dano GameStop stock movie, Dumb Money, where it's like a dramatization of that GameStop stock thing. And that movie's so fucking funny because it doesn't understand the internet at all. That movie came out like 2 to 3 years ago and I've never been able to stop thinking about it. There's a scene in that movie where a bunch of college students go to a college party and everyone is gathered around scrolling Reddit on their phones. Going to a Reddit party? Twitch chat says, I don't jerk off. Bro, you're missing out. It's pretty good. I believe a majority of people who go to parties deep down don't even go to socialize or something. Rather, there's an alternative motive. I mean, you just want to be somewhere else, right? My anxiety is not social. And I realize this as I interact with other people that have anxiety. My anxieties are more like things out of my control. I don't mean to keep diagnosing myself, but I think I might have a little bit of light agoraphobia, where I just don't like being in situations I can't control. But people, I fucking love. I'm not afraid of people. I love talking to strangers. Sometimes I'll like get into and it happened recently with the Supernova convention, where I forget that I'm around socially awkward nerds, so I'll try and strike up conversation with people, and they'll kind of, like, be scared and confused. But I love talking to strangers. I'm afraid of flying, but not because of the airplane, just the idea of being in a metal tube that I can't leave. That's what gets to me. So whenever I'm on a plane, it's the opposite. I talk to people when I'm nervous. So if the plane starts shaking, I'm getting the names and addresses of the 3 people sitting in front of me, the 3 people sitting behind me. I'm getting their life stories. I love talking to people. I am a social creature. I don't get out often, but I am a social creature. That's the same thing, like, you know, we're all having a conversation now. Maybe we're not all close friends, but I'm not going to say, like, oh, you guys are my fans. You're my peons. I am no better than you because I make videos. And I think that's what I wanted to say earlier about the millions of views, is that I've never been famous. I've only ever been approached at conventions and then that Mitski concert that one time. But that's because like 90% of my fans are lesbians anyway. It overlaps a lot. I'm just a person. I should be on the same level for you as the sandwich artist that makes your sandwich at Subway. I make something you like, but I'm not like a level above you. If you want to talk to me in my chat, I'll talk to you. If you want to DM me on social media, as long as it's not like hi or something weird, then yeah, I'll respond to you. If you leave a comment on a YouTube video, I might respond to it. I am approachable. I am attainable. I am not famous. So glad I saw you were streaming today, Ultra. I don't know why, but you talking about this made me feel so much more normal about my experiences with this shit. Of course, brother. I'm glad you could be here for this. Remember when Cameron Grimes and NXT's entire gimmick was that he had GameStop stock? Shit was wild. Was he not the hacker? Millions must live. Actually, correction, millions must live until they disagree with me. All movie producers are so old they genuinely can't get the internet right. Dude, I believe majority of people who... Oh, no, I read that already. See, now we're all caught up. Nobody has interacted with these cones yet. So let's see what the rest of the island... Oh, you're sleeping. You know it's right over there, right? You could... Alright. What does the dough pig dream of?
Walks like a Model Onslaught.
Ultimate total Tomodachi calamity catastrophe.
What do you mean total Tomodachi calamity? What the fuck's gonna happen to the island? Oh, they lost. What? I got a cooking show? Wasn't a hacker. He got rich from GameStop stock and did a feud with Ted DiBiase. It was inspired. They were just doing shit in NXT. I don't want to talk to you. I just wanted to see what was going on inside your head. And Businesstron is inside his house right now. You have the surveillance system set up. Surely you know there's a challenge happening right now, right? Alright, let's do it. It does sound like he's saying cum rag, right? Okay, apartment meeting. Don't be fooled. I sent this guy too many memes on Twitter and he burnt me to a crisp. I don't have Twitter anymore, like on my phone. But two, they like encrypted Twitter chats. I don't remember. Maybe it happened like last year or whatever. And it requires you to like create a new login for Twitter chat. And I just never did that. So I just don't have Twitter DMs. If you guys have been sending me stuff on Twitter, I haven't seen it. One, I don't have the app anymore. And two, I don't get DMs on like I haven't been able to check my DMs on Twitter in like 2 years. Because I refuse to make a second account for chats, man. Fuck you. Probably eats with gusto, right? You strike me as a gusto. I know. Okay, YouTube chat. I know you're trying to add a bunch of O's to Businesstron to make it like, oh, you're cheering for him, but don't. As soon as you add a second O, it becomes something else. I'll let you off with the warning, but be careful with that shit, man. Dream manifest a treasure. Dude, I can never be an investor. As soon as I see a decimal of money going after the stock hit high, I am pulling. Yeah, bro, I'm killing myself. What do you want, the gooner? You're gonna want me to put some bullshit here, huh? Or I could take a picture of you. Are you gonna interact with the challenge? I'm not doing that. Has anyone... Nope, not yet. What about 2Coin?
Let's play some quiz together. Flip a coin.
I'm starting to get a little scared because I'm still feeling it in my hand and wrist. My bad, I don't know the word you're referring to, but won't do it no more. My fault. It's okay. It's just another transphobic slur that people on 4chan made up. I don't think that... Obviously, you didn't mean it. You don't need a second account for chats, just like a pin. Doesn't stop it from being buggy because Twitter. Bird nest. This is the one I didn't draw. I gotta make a pin to check my DMs on Twitter? Fuck that. I view it as like a threshold that I refuse to cross. Once I make a pin for their new encrypted DM system... Damn it. Then I am bowing to X the Everything app, which I refuse to do.
Hey, you can't win them all, but you can get this as a consolation prize. Flip a coin.
Man, I gotta find my fucking wrist protectors again. My shit's actually fucking up. It's not like I can take a day off. Dude, didn't 4chan's IPs get leaked and it was exposed most viral posts are made by government agents? It was like Mossad, right?
Likely to be on symmetry, or that I look like I have a wild side.
Jeffrey Epstein ran 4chan.
That make it look like I'm
Oof,
insane.
lucky are the people who know not the 4chan trans lingo. I follow enough trans people on the internet, and I'm friends with a bunch of them in real life. I shouldn't refer to them as a bunch of them. I'll get you some new clothes. Yeah, the words that people make up to refer to trans people, even like current trans people that are using words to refer to other trans people, they're like both really hateful and also like the goofiest shit you've ever. What the fuck is a gigahun passoid? What are you saying? You sound like an alien right now. These are not words. Alright, has anyone interacted with the challenge? Not yet. Hold on. Mascot. I'm trying to do this with one hand now because my other arm's fucking up a little bit. No, it's okay. We trans people claim you. I appreciate that. Oh. Getting closer to the fence. Damn. Wait. Come on, mascot. You had a dream about something. Well, fucking whatever. Alright. I think we gotta start locking them in the cage. Bleedy Smeebler. I don't know if I'm familiar with this person. 4chan users really think they're the ones revolting, but they're just Oh, Bits! Heard of Ball X Pit BHU. I don't think I have. Please regale me. Was this a yes or no question? The answer is no. Alright, next question. Gotta learn to play with your feet and beat the carpal tunnel. It's not so much playing that's doing it. Oh, hey, Bleedy Smeebler. It's more the typing of it all that's really getting to me. That and because what I do for work is that I edit on my computer and then write scripts on my phone, and I go back and forth between them. And it's a lot. Bizarrun is waiting for the right opportunity. Yeah, at what point do we pull the trigger and just lock them all in a cage? Alright. What do you have plans for in September? What does that mean? Like on stream or for videos? Let's consult the board. Ba-da-da-da! Ba-da-da-da! September, the Switch to Ultra podcast moves over to Monday on August 31st. And then the rest is September. So that means Tuesday will be the domain of the Boxiversary. Wednesday will continue to be Total Tomodachi Island. Week 19 will actually coincide with hopefully a new video on the BHultra channel about Adult Swim. Thursday will continue to be the domain of the Nintendo Switch 2. I think what I'm probably going to do is, because it's going to be my first Fire Emblem game, and it's a fucking $80 game, so I got to get my money's worth, I might just put Fire Emblem in the Wednesday slot once Total Tomodachi Island ends, because week 21 is going to be the finale. I do not stream on Friday. I do not stream on Sunday. Saturday nights, we host a show in the BHultra Patreon Discord server where we play games with the patrons, whether that be GTA every other week leading up to the release of GTA 6, or a different friend slot game. This Saturday, we're going to be playing The Big Walk. Everything after that, it will just be decided that week. I've opened up a Google form for the patrons to decide. Of course, the second Saturday of September, we'll be celebrating the annual event. This doesn't seem right, actually. Hold on. 1, 2. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3. The fourth week of September, we'll be celebrating the annual event known as Fall Guys Fall that we have held every first fall stream for the last 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 5, 6, 7 or 6 years. 6, 7 years. Maybe we'll play that new Rayman game. Maybe we'll play Star Wars Galactic Racer. Obviously, the Switch 2 games we have planned are ahead of time, just Fire Emblem and Switch Sports, until we have a release date for Ocarina of Time. But this schedule is primarily leading up to the release of Grand Theft Auto 6, which will mostly take over the airwaves. But this is what we have. If it has NA written on it, it means I plan to stream on that day, but do not have the day set up yet. I gotta make that fucking Boxiversary logo. So for September, 4 Switch 2 Ultras, 4 Boxiversaries, 3 Total Tomodachi Islands, and then maybe something taking over Wednesday, some other Switch 2 stuff, and Fire Emblem. And then we have GTA Online Weekly 31, Friendslop, GTA Online Weekly 32, Fall Guys Fall. And also that video on BHultra about Adult Swim. Also, every Monday night on the Patreon, we host a weekly show called Weekly Monday Nights, where we go back to the past 15 years ago to watch both Cartoon Network and Monday Night Raw from each Monday in 2011. And on Sunday, this isn't a video that we stream or post or do anything, but every Sunday in the BHultra Patreon Discord server, we host watch parties where we keep up with modern shows and also rewatch Barry and Nirvana the Band the Show and Doctor Who from 2005. And also I draw a comic every Sunday night. I think that's actually everything I do. So let's build a cage, shall we? Wait, no, I wanted to move this. Put it right in front of their fucking house. How many of these things do I got? Perfect. I love my fences. I hope the fences we mended. I hope it's sober. I hope when you think of me years down the line, you can't. I feel like this is the second time we've sung this in a week span on this show. On Total Tomodachi Island. It's an indie game reminiscent of Vampire Survivor and Balatro, but for those brick breaker games mixed with city builder. It's a fantastic game that I should receive in the mail from Gamefly, a very necessary plug. I gotta hop on that game. Well, that's another monthly subscription. I do want to open up a show where I play indie games, because there's a lot I'm behind on. I miss the Computer Lab Wednesdays. I feel like these main channel streams are conducive of that. But I gotta benefit, or I gotta reward all the people that stay over on the Turbo channel. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab you individually. What could you guys possibly be watching? Oh, me when my bitch wife, when my lovely wife wants to watch Pink. But I want to watch Total Tomodachi Island. Wow. Episode 16. 7 teens are put on an island. Okay, stay there. Kirk Chungus. This sucks, dude. I'm fucking feeling it in my hand right now. I got that carpal tunnel. Go join them. Everyone's trying to fucking leave. Yeah, man, I guess. Wait. Fred 3's going somewhere. Never mind, he turned around. Well, this cage didn't really help, did it? Now they can't even get in here of their own village. Go back in there. Talk to them. Have a meeting. Everyone gather around. 2 coin. Go in there also. Okay, who are we missing? The Gooner for 1. And Mascot for other. Oh, fuck it. There's a thing happening, Mascot. You guys know there's a challenge happening now, right? Okay, go to everyone else. Are they still in the cage? Good, perfect. Fred 3's on the move. Gooner. Maybe the cones are too simple. Maybe there's really nothing to interact with. Okay, but Fred 3's moving. You gotta touch one of them. Sigh. Okay. Pick a cone. Does that count? I'll count that, right? And he's taking pictures. Okay, Fred 3 has picked the yellow cone. Businessron has picked the green cone. I'm going to tell you guys right now, neither of those cones had immunity in them. Alright, now you guys are removed from the cage. You can't play no more. Stop it. Stop it. Come here. You already picked your cone. You guys stay outside. The other 5 still have to decide their cones. See, now we got a challenge going. The cone with immunity hidden under it, it's like that spinning cup game, is already in play. Can we send Bizistron to the finals already? Bizistron counts. Dude, you should totally make a video on indie games, sort of like the horror games pipeline one. Obviously, these streams are more of a replacement for those videos where I play games. But I did really like that horror game one. I go back to it a lot. I hope people do for Halloween. I think, for the most part, I make pretty good and memorable Halloween specials. Because people go back to the babysitter one every... I do like that I have a lot of seasonal videos that people go back to Izzy every... all the Total Drama ones in the season. Same with Stoked. People go back to the Halloween ones to Halloween. I always associate Smash Bros. With, like, the winter season. But I do like the idea of doing another video like that. I technically have one planned. But ideally, I would instead just edit streams down into stuff like that. And I do edit streams over on the BHultra Turbo YouTube channel if you want to watch streams edited down. I wish I had the... I need to be okay with being broke right now because I'm never going to be in danger. I'm never going to be homeless, right? I'll always be all right. But I need to be okay with not putting as much money into the channel. And that's the part that gets me, is not having a budget. That's tough. Because I wish I did have a bunch of turbo editors on retainer to just edit streams all the time. But I just don't have that right now. I need to get my money up before I get my funny up. Eventually, every single stream will be edited. Okay? 2Coin is making a decision. Okay, 2Coin is literally sitting on the fence. Okay. They're gonna try and leave, but you guys gotta, like, pick something. Are they gonna remain inside the cage? There are 5 of you left. They know now. I think they're waiting to pick because they know the selection is going to be slimmed down. I have it written down here which one has immunity. Which cone counts as immunity. Mascot XL has been distracted by 2Coin as the Gooner. I'm not letting you leave. I know you're trying to leave to go into your house. You can't do that. Okay. Dopig is painting to pass the time. Inxio is watching. 2Coin and Mascot discuss, and the Gooner is deciding. Because, like, either you want to wait to the very end and pick the cone last, because once it gets down to 1 cone, you know which one is the correct cone. But also, anyone else here could pick a cone before you. So it's a little bit of a psychological game. And now it's in play. I can tell you that both Fred3 and Bizistron are not getting immunity this week. Don't worry, bro, I got you if you ever get rich. What does that mean? Like, you're gonna, like, sue me? Hey, just know, bro, if you ever get rich, I'm jumping in front of your car. Because I like to give editing jobs to the patrons, right? So that way, it rewards them for being in the Patreon Discord server. And I have ones there that do really good editing work for the Turbo channel. I just can't afford to pay them right now. Clap, 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 clap. I invested a lot of money into the Turbo channel and it did not recoup benefits. And with the YouTube monetization change, it might kind of fuck up the Turbo channel. I think that's been my biggest gamble that's really failed over the last couple years is the Turbo channel. But oh shit, he's got the Flower Boss. The Flower Boss speaks to Dopig, telling him to choose which cone. Which is the correct cone, Dopig? It's trying to lead him to the left. Okay. It seems the Flower Boss is leading him towards the black cone. Is it your final answer? I think he's just going to leave of his own volition. That's a selection from Dopig, right? Well, let's lift up the black cone. There is nothing hidden underneath. Go hang out with Bizistron outside. Oh, fuck. There's like a thing happening.
This is for you.
Reggae? Do the Strife Hayes method where he just lets a fan run their own clips channel with their own revenue stream, just clipping all your streams. Well, do you want to do that? Because I do allow that. Anyone can do that. Any of you here can run a fucking BHultra out of context or BHultra live clip channel. It's just that nobody does. I'm telling you guys that I cannot pay you to do that. I cannot afford to do that. If you want to do that, you definitely can. You have my permission to do that. I will not take down those videos. You can do whatever you want. Business trying to so handsome. That's why he's in a happy marriage. If any of you want to edit streams into a video, you have the Ultra seal of approval to do so. Maybe I'll put them in a playlist on the Turbo channel. I'm not of the tuber breed. I get what you're saying. Listen, if you're offering, I'll take the offer. But like I said, I would love edited videos. I have no money right now. 2 heated conversations happening. 4 cones remain. Red, blue, orange, and green. The immunity is still in play. Who will gain immunity this week? Will it be the Ink CEO, the Gooner, the 2Coin, or the Mascot XL? We still have some time ahead of us. I'm going to use this opportunity to rest my hand. I know I have fucking wrist protectors. I just don't know where they are. Are they in the sock drawer? I don't know. I can't... I'm not going to look away because you guys are going to lie to me. I'm going to watch this whole scene carefully. I want to get all the cones and all of them in the shot. Okay. Now, a lot of total Tomodachi Island is just observing. Okay, business trying to be gifted immunity. That's not how it works. Hey, wait. Unless you want to donate, I'll do it like the Hunger Games. That you could donate on your fucking me's behalf. Mascot XL's trying to leave. Wait. Okay, avoiding the cones specifically. Now they're swapping off. The Maraca distraction, of course. When in doubt, she's out. That's like her security blanket. And the Gooner has decided to take a seat by the red cone, and we'll check underneath the red cone. There is no immunity under the red cone. True business strat TVH. Yeah, that's what I'm missing. 3 cones remain, 3 competitors. I promise you I already have the immunity written down. It could not have worked out better. Just gotta wait for one of them to pick. Will it be blue? Will it be orange? Will it be light green? I want to try making edits of you, but I need a friend's help since it's so hard, low-key. No, I get that. I'm not on my pedestal here and say like, oh, please free labor, please somebody edit for me for exposure. I'm just telling you guys, if you want to make edits, you have my express permission. You don't have to do anything. Honestly, the best you could do is just be here. You know, be on stream, be at the videos. Whole thing is rigged. I have it written down. I randomized a number. I'm not gonna... If it gets down to the final cone, know that it is a weird coincidence. But I am telling you that whoever picks the immunity will get the immunity. Where did Mascot XL go? They just erased them. Can you hear Riley Mao from the Theo Vaughn podcast for Switch to Ultra? Do you know what I'm talking about? No, I went to high school. No fucking way. That's you, man. That's you. Why does he call him Jason? Oh, Jason and Lucia, right? Does this count as self-cessed? Yeah, whatever, man. Wouldn't it be so fortuitous if Jason and Lucia end up together? Popular streamer and ultra millionaire BHultra begs follows for Clips channel. I did draw some fan art of you, though. I think I tagged you on Insta, but I don't know if your ads are on how that app site works. DM it to me on Instagram. I've been needing more fan art for the in-betweens for videos. Anyone could DM me on Instagram. Just send it to me that way. Well, it looks like somebody, lol, no doomed 2-coin crushes. Only 3 of them remain. 2-coin, there's a challenge still have. Oh, he's so fucking happy about it. 2 characters from Grand Theft Auto Online Weekly. Am I missing the lore? Who's under the wizard sack? So that is the Ink CEO. Mascot XL, all of these characters come from different stream series. Mascot XL was from, I believe, the WWE 2K24 game. But both Ink CEO and 2Coin are characters that were created on Grand Theft Auto Online Weekly. A game we've been hosting every Saturday, or it started on Wednesday, and then it moved to Saturday, and then it moved to every other Saturday, where we play Grand Theft Auto Online every week leading up to the release of Grand Theft Auto 6. I want to get those ones edited ahead of GTA 6, but it's been a real uphill battle. It's a fun little countdown show. It's yielded some of my favorite some of my favorite moans. Go ahead and make the BHultra moan compilation. Or Jimmy from the Joe Rogan show. You're listing off a lot of right-wing podcasts that I do not... Oh! Okay, question chat. Does this count as Mascot XL selecting the blue cone? I mean, surely, right? They're doing an activity next to it. This counts. This counts, right? I'm waiting for the... Already made that compilation. More like a compilation. BHultra egg compilation. Ooh, now that's an idea. That I've heard. Yes. All right. Well, we're gonna have to check. Hey, but not for nothing, these two got together. They came together. This does not count unless it's Businessron. You're biased. They're becoming good friends. I may have big upped it already, but Mascot XL has chosen the blue coin. Let's check under this thing. And the blue coin does have immunity under it. Meaning that, again, I believe... Subscribe! For potentially the 3rd time in this show's timeline. Mascot XL has gained immunity. Again. Everyone is free to go. These two hit it off, though. That's just how the world works. What's going on with Fred 3? Man, Gooner just walked on by, huh? Most of my clips are just egg clips anyway. I mean, realistically, we get a clip every stream. We haven't gotten one on this stream, so maybe we should. But realistically, at the end of the year, we could just put all the clips in like a timeline and be like, oh, this is 2026. This is everything we did in 2026. Maybe I should do that. Mascots farming immunity. If we did get a clip, what would we get today? The self-cessed one's pretty good, right? You know what, Guard? Can you get that clip of the self-cessed of Ink CEO falling for 2Coin or vice versa? And then me yelling self-cessed. I'm just farming right now. Anyway, now we can go to the elimination. Question, though, jumping over to the stream summary. For those of you that aren't watching on Twitch you are allowed to gamble your Ultra points that you gain from watching the streams. 1% of the Ultra points were put on Fred 3. 51% were put on Dope Pig. 48% were put on the Ink CEO. Meaning that nobody put any Ultra points on Mascot XL. So, does everyone get their Ultra points back, or do they just go into the ether? Well, that shit is gone. Anyway, now, YouTubers waiting for the year to end so they can post 1-hour compilation of videos you already watched. See, I know that that's the grind. I talk to other, like, tubers that say, like, oh, you gotta, like, put videos together and do one of those, like, sleep aid videos. But my videos are already long, and there's a 12-hour upload limit. I could put maybe 2 or 3 back-to-back. I like the idea of putting all the Smash Bros. Trilogy in one big video, but that's a 25-hour video. So that means the photo curse elimination is broken. That's true. For now. Cast our votes. I'm having a good day so far. How do you feel? do sound like Joe Rogan. I heard some stuff about it. But who would you vote for? And you cannot vote for Mascot XL. They currently have immunity. Businessron casts a vote for the Inc. CEO. I feel like this love might be short-lived a little bit. I can't check in on Fred until somebody helps him, right? Are you gonna do something, the Gooner? That's what they get for using Twitch. I forgot about the tribalism. That's... Oh. Alright, I guess I will help him. Get the body moving. I like that they utilize ragdoll physics for some of this game. There you go, back and forth. Oh, sorry. Hey! BHultra's long, luscious hair contradicts the Joe Rogan claims. Except that one time he shaved it all off. I don't know if you guys have seen me recently, but... Yeah! Wait! I must paint you. Fred 3 cast their vote for Businesstron. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot people hate the Businesstron. Doe Pig doesn't though. But I watched a 36-hour-long video. Listen, again, I don't have Twitter DMs anymore. I don't know how to get in contact with Quentin. I don't know how he did it. Until he publicizes how he did it,
I love talking to boss.
I don't know how to do it.
Just have a way of making
I could do it as a stream. That would be fun as a little, like, rerun. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the year. Na every day. Doe Pig cast their vote for. You can't vote for Mascot XL, so that's a second vote for the Inc. CEO. This could go two ways, really. Who's the Inc. CEO vote for? I guess I already talked to you. Inc. CEO cast the vote for Fred 3. I don't know what to think about that one. Mascot XL, after winning immunity for a third time. With a stash in the growing mohawk line, you're really grown into your wrestling persona. Listen, if you grew up a fan of wrestling, you could either be bald or have really long hair. There's no in-between, so I'm trying something new. A second vote for the Businesstron, meaning that there is currently a tie between the Inc. CEO and the Businesstron. Check in with the Gooner. Wrestle with Jimmy. Why are you discussing with Businesstron? If only gooning around. I'm just gooning around. Gooner cast the vote for. That is 2 votes for Inc. CEO, 2 votes for Businesstron, and 2 votes for Fred 3. But there are 7 people on this island. Could 2Coin end the 3-way tie? All you gotta do is vote for Businesstron, Inc. CEO, or Fred 3. I'm looking at that relationship list right now. I know it's not gonna be Inc. CEO or... Actually, how do you feel?
I like Jason a lot. Flip a coin.
2Coin cast their vote for... Okay, that doesn't really help us. Alright, well, we have to decide a tiebreaker. A tiebreaker between Businesstron, Inc. CEO, and Fred 3. Let's build the cage again, shall we? This time with 3 cones only. Unless, of course, somebody wants to donate on behalf of their meat. I'm not doing that. That would be, maybe we'll do that for like a season 2 or something, because we're too far into it now. I don't know if I want people's monetary aspect to factor into the game at all. It is a simulation after all. Is this enough space? not real. It's not real. All right. And now we place down. Which ones weren't selected? It was like light green. Let me see this actually. Light green and orange. Let's do light green, orange, and we'll put red in here in the middle as well. So light green is 1, red cone is 2, and orange is 3. Time for the random number. Okay, the random number has been decided. I know which cone it is. Now time for our participants. The 3 that the vote was towards. The Businessstron, the Ink CEO, and the Fred 3. I mean, I was about to say this can go one of 3 ways, and like, fucking, yeah, man, of course. Yeah, Ming. Okay, you stay there, you sit on the fence or something. Moist critical style. Talk to you. Completely knock him down. Why you gooning around with the gooner? I'm just gooning around. Alright. Time for these 3 to decide the cones. This doesn't really decide... Should we say which cone the number was is the one that has the elimination under it? Or do we just keep doing this until there's one loser? I mean, I guess we have the time, right? Oh, they became friends. It's a shame one of them is gonna go home. Unless it's Fred 3, of course. The last bastion of Team Clover. Alright, let's watch. I'm watching. The 3 of them are walking. They're sitting. Okay, they're sitting. Are they protesting this challenge? If I slip in a crisp 3 cents, would you let Businessstron survive? Life or death for Berry Boy. If I had money, I'd donate it all to save Businessstron. Businessstron is the only one with a tie to break. I feel like Businessstron has been in the bottom selection like this before. At the very least, we know that Dopig, the Gooner, Mascot XL, and 2Coin are safe, and we'll move on to week 17 in the final 6. But for now, we must decide a loser. While we know it's the bottom 3, everyone in the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat, do you guys want to let me know who you think is going to get eliminated, or who you want to go home between these 3? It's like athletes kneeling when hearing the national anthem. I wouldn't say that exactly, but it's just like the Hunger Games. Well, if I went out for a bit, is the challenge over? Yes, but the vote was down to a 3-way tie. So now we're doing 2 tiebreakers to see who goes home. I know which cone has the immunity under it. Would it be more or less interesting if I told you which cone? Because I know you guys are on the edge of your seat. But, you know, it's not like if I say it out loud, the me's are gonna know anyway. Luckily, we have time. Fred 3 should go away where he came from. Jesus Christ. I'd vote for Businessstron. Where he came from was a Dark Souls remastered stream that I didn't even play. That was actually Chris playing. It'd be fucked up if Fred 3 gets eliminated within the same week that Chris finally returned to streams. Polite claps for Chris. I had quite the Chris weekend. Okay, now what are we doing? We're walking away. Fred 3 is sitting in between them. Playing with the... No. He now has custody of the blue toad ever since Molin 1 was let go. And... Okay, hold on. Are you trying to... You're not... Don't leave. Nobody has interacted with a cone quite yet. They're all just... He let the blue toad out, and the blue toad is walking around him. Who gains custody of Blue Toad after this? Stop dissing Businessron. Businessron should probably go for the health of the island. Fred 3 is the sole Clover survivor, and Businessron's good for drama, so sorry, Ink. He's just misunderstood. Seems Ink CEO is strutting past the Businessron. Neither of them have, like, interacted with this cone, but they're walking around it. This is a tough decision to make. They're all thinking about it. It's that sliding cup challenge. We're on Mechanical Genie Island. Have you guys seen that episode yet? I don't think so. Should add Izzy to the island if she isn't there already. Boo! Really are conscientious objectors? That's certainly a way of putting it. We're equating a lot of, like, radical meaning to this protest. They're boycotting. They're boycotting. Ugh, sorry. Gross, I didn't like that. Ink CEO has not made their decision yet. Nobody has made their decision. Who gets custody of the blue toad if Fred 3 gets eliminated? It's gotta be one of these two, right? Come on! You guys are so close to picking something. Jesus Christ, dude. It really is like a planetarium. It's just their world and we're just living in it. Businessron is better than my girlfriend. It's like that Elon Musk tweet where he's like, fuck, I haven't had sex in months. And the tweeter is like, bullshit, dude. I would get you off. I'd have to go over it with my girlfriend first and I probably wouldn't enjoy it, but I'd do it. It's like that. Businessron gets custody. That is if he wins, of course. Boycotting is what happened to me when I got thrombosis. The way the blue toad is circling Fred 3 does make it look like he's a Mario Kart track. We have other animals. Let me think about this because... Item catalog? Would it be on this? Oh, we have all of these. The little Kirks and the goods. Alright, well, I don't think they're... I just want to... where is it? Where is it? My treasures? Yeah, okay. So, Dopig still has the flower boss. Both Arceus Jr. and Girltra are gone. So, Pinkberry and Orpleberry don't have a home. You is gone. A guy is gone. And Fred 2 is gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, it would make more sense to just give these to different people on the island, but we're gonna, you know, we're getting down to the final 7 anyway. Or we are in the final 7, so. So much for the animal challenge, right? How do you even do that? So I'm gonna make a Businessron edit with the, I don't know why they hate me. Can smell the legacy song in the background. This is my legacy. Yeah, guys, it's so fucking easy. Just just look at a cone. Stand in front of it and look at it. You're so fucking close to, you're not leaving here, man. I refuse. I disallow. I disavow. Don't do it. Nope. Nope, I don't think so. Nope. Back in the cage. You are gonna get DQ'd if you keep acting like that. Just pick a cone, man. Alright, I'm not helping you anymore. Freddy looked at the yellow one. Does that... Are we counting that, chat? I don't feel like he did. They gotta... Why are you getting steamy reading this? What are you reading? Oh, right, the lore of the island, of course. In the deep ruins underground. Just pick a cone. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow, he's looking at his light bulb. Where did he go? How did you get so far already? Wait. You are a jackass. Maybe he thinks the only way to win is not to play. I don't know if that's an option, though. One of these cones has additional immunity under it. This is a nightmare. See, this is why it's difficult to think of even 21 distinct challenges. Mr. Brightside intro, but it's just about Fred 3 jumping out of his cage. And I've been coming. Doesn't count. Business propaganda. Fred 3, no. If he doesn't want to compete, this is one of two sudden deaths. Tiebreakers. Because whoever gets the cone here gets immunity, but then we need to decide between the other losers, which I guess is Fred 3 and someone else. But they might just not do anything at all. I guess cones were a bad concept to base the challenge around, because they're not, like, super active. Which we've unlocked more stuff. Hey, you know, maybe we do a season 2, but this has been real difficult. Maybe if you make the space even smaller, it forces them to interact. If I make the space even smaller, they're just gonna escape it faster. Business trying to prove these losers wrong. Do it for me, for me! He's just looking at his damn... He's just playing with his damn bulb. It cannot be that exciting. Oh? Okay. What's the next Switch 2 exclusive you were highly anticipating? I gotta say, I'm not that excited about anything this year. The most excited I felt is a potential leak of a 2D Metroid game. I'm not much of an Ocarina fan. Let's consult the... Hold on. He's strutting. Just pick any of the cones. You got a 33.33% chance of winning. Currently on the list, anything before GTA 6 is just Fire Emblem and Nintendo Switch 2 Sports, right? So neither of the... I mean, I'm excited to do my first Fire Emblem game, right? And make that a series. Because I've never properly gotten into it. And I want to try. Can Fred 3 be DQ'd for literally leaving? And what, he just gets eliminated? We got to do another tiebreaker after this anyway. Just pick a cone. There's 3 of them. A cone. One of the cones. Oh, cool. So Fortune's Wheel will be your first. I played a recomp port cart of the one with Roy and Lynn in it, but I never beat it. I kept thinking, like, man, Roy is, like, not in this game. Apparently, I just didn't get out of the fucking tutorial. Alright. Businesstron is on the move. No fucking shot, man. It's right there. Wait! No, he's jumping between them. What is it about these cones that they're trying to avoid? Pick one. Interact with one. Immunity is either under the red one or the green one. I mean, that's 2 of the options. You're hedging your bets, I see. It looks so good. I hope it lets you get... Well, oh! I don't know what counts and what doesn't. I guess if they go in front of a cone and then start doing their thing, then it counts as interacting, right? The cones are not interesting to them? Of course the cones are not interesting to them. They're cones. Wait! I don't know what counts and what doesn't. He's walking away. He's cracking his neck. Still walking. Okay, alright, he just needed to get a breather. He's walking back now. Maybe change the tiebreaker to be a lamp or something. Maybe I'll put something in front of or... Just watching him jump. I like that the tiebreaker is tied to the challenge, but I cannot wait to be done with this cone challenge. Bored and want some company? I don't know, man. Maybe we should touch one of these cones. Okay, you're on the move. And he's sitting, he's looking at the pavement. It's gotta be fucking hot on this island, too. If they stand by it or do an activity by it, a cone for 3 seconds, that should count. Okay. How did Fred 3 propaganda allow him to still be in this when he quit? Because we have to do 2 of them anyway, right? So whoever loses this joins Fred 3 in the final tiebreaker. All right. Now they all have activators. There, they have lights. Where's the Fred? Give me the Fred. I don't care about this. You're competing in a tiebreaker. Dopig, you're not allowed to compete. You're not real. Drop there. Jesus Christ. Why are you, like, nervous now, dude? This can't... this cannot be it. Okay, Inksio's on the move. Okay, Inksio's back on the ground. Let's watch. Saying Dopig or Dopig? I think I said the same thing twice. The Dopig. Riveting stuff on Total Tomodachi Island. Wow. The cat is asleep. He's bored to tears by this. You're not gonna drag Fred 3? I mean, I can. He's just gonna leave again, right? Look at that fence. Look how interesting that fence is. Yeah. Great. Fantastic stuff. Should have picked the wind turbines. How do they even interact with those? The switches have not helped him. How about you guys have a discussion? There's more to a box of feet than meets the eye. I don't actually care about the feet. I'm just going for the prize inside. This tiebreaker clearly isn't working. Hey, but they made a friendship. Inksio's making a lot of friends here today, which concerns me. Okay. No, I guess they're fucking leaving. They're fucking leaving. You. Go join them. Talk to them. Okay, he's listening in. That's your hero, a man who crumbled under pressure. Heroes don't pick. Businesstron just made a lot of enemies in the audience. I'll wait for this conversation to end, and if this shit does not work, we're going to the audience for this one then. How the fuck do you get a 3-way voting tie? People hate these guys. What did the Ink CEO do? These are 2 heals and then just the... What did he do? What are they talking about? Talking a lot, but not saying much. No fucking way. What are you laughing at, man? What are you laughing at? What's so funny? One of those wheel sites to determine the loser. I don't want it to be random, though. I think that we do a poll for Twitch and for YouTube for all the people that were here live. So that way, if you're watching the VOD, you're like, ah, shit, I should have caught it live. And then you want to catch the next one live. And they each vote for who they want to give immunity to. And if they vote for different people, then the third person goes home. For three's laughing at you. You're trying to cause conflict here. Alright, I'm splitting you guys up. Do the challenge. There. Now nobody gets the challenge. How about that? Oh, now you want to get up and move. Alright, anything but the audience, please. Well, there is no other option. I want to do this poll. Okay, 3 options. Again, you are voting on who you want to stay on the island. Will it be Fred 3? Will it be Business Tron? Or will it be INK CEO? Alright, I don't know how long that lasts for, but who do you want to stay? I'm gonna put stay in all caps so there's no misunderstanding. Starting the poll. Alright, now I'm going over to Twitch. I'm going to Twitch. Content. Stream manager. Alright, here we go. Poll. New poll. Who do you want to stay? Will it be Fred 3? Will it be Business Tron? Will it be INK CEO? 5 minutes on the clock. All right, poll starting now. We have both a Twitch and a YouTube poll. Currently, why can I not read the fucking poll results? End poll. Okay, I'll end it when the other one ends. All I can see right now is that Ink CEO is leading with 57% of the vote. And view results. Nobody has voted in the Twitch poll yet. Both the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat have the possibility to keep someone on the island. We have 5 minutes. Everyone wants something, huh? Oh, now you're in trouble. Oh, you fell down. Oh, look at that. Look what happens when you try and escape from the challenge. Not so funny anymore, is it? What's going on with you?
I really enjoy the time we spend together, Lenny.
Oh, me too, dude. Woo! Enough.
If we're saying so.
So, having said that, do you think we'd work well as a couple?
I think you're jumping to conclusions.
Hold up. Did I just get rejected during my own practice run?
Big empty room. I do got a present for you, though. Wouldn't you like an M Hunter? Or would you be better with the... Ooh. You know what? I'll give you the thing. These animals gotta go somewhere. You gave them a thing. Okay, but after this is over, what is the second tiebreaker? Well, if Twitch chat and YouTube chat pick a different person, the third person that didn't get a vote just goes home.
I think Tijuana and Lenny would be best friends.
Yeah, try it, man.
What's
I mean, they're not on the chopping block right now. Why not?
What did you have in mind?
Actually, wait.
What did you have in mind?
Something you guys all share.
Immunity? Got it. I'll go round up to the one
As the
with
clock
money.
ticks sooner, 2Coin will meet the Gooner.
Money, say hello to Disorder. Disorder, this is money.
Seems like everyone's voting for the same person, though. I guess we do need an additional tiebreaker. Are they gonna tell me who the winner is on YouTube?
Sure, I win. Wait, has there been some kind of abuse on that front or something?
Whoa, like an immunity idol? I should consider that. Because I can hide something, but I wouldn't know if they found it or not.
Thanks for sparking my imagination, the Gooner.
I'd love to tell you more.
Nothing would make me happy.
Mascots making big money moves right now. Gazooner money moves. And while everyone else is kind of... It's weird how many of these Team Grass members have only become friends after the merge. I think they would have done this sooner. I think they would have done this Gooner. Ooh. What would a Gooner call 2Coin?
Subs.
The vote has been decided over on Twitch. Twitch has voted to give Inc. CEO the immunity. And if I finalize the vote here,
They've become friends. Thanks to you.
does it tell me the fucking results or am I just going off a percentage? I believe YouTube chat also voted. Yep, YouTube chat also voted for the Inc. CEO. Which means that both sides voted for the Inc. CEO to stay. Meaning that we do have to do a secondary tiebreaker then between Fred3 and between Businesstron. Feel popularity contest within the game would be nice. Well, like we just do another vote between those two. It's worth thinking about. As Fred3 remains on the ground. Alright. I feel there is only one way to decide this. Nice, the tiebreakers keep going. Wait, hold on. Give me something I could use for a tiebreaker. Give me anything. Fucking... Yeah, drinking fountain. Alright, I need a guinea pig. Where's the Gooner? Fred3 is not having a good day at all. Oh, he's been a dickhead the entire day. I want to try something. Who's over here? Gooner. Interact with this. What does this do? What do you mean, what's up with the Gooner? He's at the drinking fountain. Recount this time, all vote. You should have voted last time, man. Scrambled his face. All right, there's truly one way to determine this. But I can't do it at the exact same time. Alright, we're doing another rodeo challenge. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to help this guy. It's like musical chairs, one chair inside the cage. I mean, that's what the cone challenge was, right? Maybe we'll save musical chairs for a later date. He's hammering this dude. Inxio, do not get on. Okay, Inxio just wants to watch up close and personal. Okay. Of course, they're like-minded. They're evil. Some antagonist is gonna leave today. Just one of these two. Who everyone dislikes. Okay. I'm gonna put you here, Businesstron. I need to do this quickly. Put you here. Okay. No, fucking... Okay, go there. Go there. Alright, back and forth. Here we go, here we go. Here. Get on, get on, get on. Whoever lasts the longest on their seesaw will get to stay on the island. It's an endurance test between the two. Who can ride the hardest? Who can ride the longest? Who will be the best rider on the island? The winner of which will get to retain immunity and stay on total Tomodachi Island for another week. Will it be the last member of Team Clover in Fred 3, or will it be the Herald trying to run who was left of Team Grass in Businesstron? One of these two will make it to the final 6, but we do not know which one it is, only until they give up. An endurance test like this is a little bit more up their alley. It's a little bit more exciting. Hedging your bets now, throwing your money on the ponies right now. It could be either of them. Which one of them will give up first? Which one of them will give up a chance at redemption, at legendary status, at immortality, at the winning championship? The winnings, the briefcase tied to total Tomodachi Island. Only one of them can make it on to the final 6 alongside the Inxio and the Toot Coin and the Mascot XL and the Dope Pig and the Gooner. Who will it be? In this final 7, it's come down to a vicious tiebreaker like this between two members. You could see Businesstron begin to sweat. Fred 3 has been training the entire show for a moment like this as they're constantly going back and forth, almost matching rhythms, keeping eye contact with each other. All of this could have been avoided, boys, if you just decided to pick the cones, but you didn't. You ran away. They're slowing down. They're both slowing down. And it seems that the Businesstron has abandoned his post and abandoned his seesaw. Goes to stand over in the distance. I'm sorry, some, but it seems that maybe you shouldn't ever get fucking married on this island. We'll keep these here in case we ever need a tiebreaker again, but how do you feel, Businesstron? Team Clover lives to see another day. Fred 3 could win this whole thing. Yeah, every time somebody gets married, huh? Hey, Dopig, your spouse just got eliminated, and you're asleep. What are you dreaming about? It was something ominous last time. I can't believe it. You brutal people, you cowards, forced an old man to do this. No, he's old. No!
Did you want to talk?
Forced it on himself because he couldn't pick a cone. His stamina bar is larger. I mean, we've seen every episode Fred 3 be training by the ocean. The Businessron is like a 1,000-ton machine.
What's up?
Just wanted to see how you were doing, considering... Yeah, cherish this big house while you have it. This is the second spouse that Dough Pig has lost. At a certain point, you gotta start asking questions about the Dough Pig. But for now, that means the Businessron. A character created all the way back in 2022 is being eliminated from the islands. Never to be seen or heard from. Again. We really are in the final 6 now. It's starting to settle in on a show like Total Tomodachi Island. Hey, this is episode 16, and now we're down to 6 teens. Sort of. What does everyone else want? Oh, now everyone's got See, now it's just one screen. It's just these final 6. Rest in peace. You're evil, evil. I left it up to... I didn't decide anything on that episode. They chose the cones, the chat voted, and they were put on the seesaws. You want to move into a new home? All right.
Yeah, I think so too.
You're going to move out on Mascot XL? Don't bring them. So now we have, what, 6 individual houses? Let's build a new house for the Gooner. You can still live next door, though. We have to reorganize these houses. So there's 6 individual houses. But before we do that, okay, she seems to be reacting okay to her roommate just moving out all of a sudden. But now that we're in the final 6, it truly is every camper for themselves. Nobody is in a relationship. There are no couples. Of course, there's a handful of crushes, but...
My room could use a new vibe.
I mean, I did vote for him. Sure. What about... What has a 2-coin vibe? Ooh. Let's go with the factory. You know what? You're getting the pillars. Congrats. No, I should have made 3 alt accounts. Hey, if it ever comes down to a vote again, and you know people, tell your friends that I stream Total Tomodachi Island every Wednesday from 1 to 4, on occasion 1 to 3, depending. I start at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what I'm getting at. If you really want to hedge your bets, what do you want? In your white void. Now that you live alone. No more friends. Only enemies. No alliances, no couples, no marriages. It's every camper for themselves. But we gotta take a final 6 photo.
This could be nice too.
Do you have Netflix, and will you be seeing the next GTA 6 trailer with it, BHU? Were you not? You gotta watch the Switch 2 Ultra podcast to find out. My friends are stupid and are gonna vote against me. But you should still tell them anyway, because the show is fun. At least Team Clover lives to see another day. Yeah, I'm interested to see if Fred, like, because I don't care much for Fred 3, but, like, if he makes it, you know? Is it raining? No, that's the cat adjusting himself. I don't even know if I can fit all of these. I gotta space this out differently. Megatron, please do not shut this stream down. Please do not cast this stream into the flames. The final 6. If it fits. It does fit. Fits perfectly. Like a glove. The final 6. The Gooner, Dough Pig, Ink CEO, Fred 3, 2 Coin, and Mascot XL. There they are, living side by side. Oh, he's in the backyard. He actually, beautiful. The nice little backyard area. Honestly, we should keep this little tiebreaker just in case. But we should keep it back here. Yeah. In case we ever need an extra tiebreaker, there they are. Turns into a gun and waste your PC. We need BusinessTron to return as a deciding vote for a tiebreaker. We need flowers for BusinessTron. I love that book. It's my favorite short story, Flowers for BusinessTron. Saw my Halo story on the Turbo Shorts. Glad to know I left a legacy in the BHultra cinematic universe. We needed something from that show. I gotta keep more up with the shorts on the videos, on the weekly Monday nights, on the Twitch. So that way, not even from a promotion standpoint, just so I can like watch all the shorts back and be like, oh, that's what I did last year. I thank you greatly. BusinessTron is purple.
Thank you very much.
Got a lot of purple over here. As 5 former members of Team Grass and 1 former member of Team Clover. Let's take a final 6 photo, shall we? A final 6 photo finish. Which ones have we not done? I don't actually know. I gotta check this. Hold on. Oh, now I have to, real quick, hold on. Now I have to head over to the BHultra Turbo YouTube channel. And I'm gonna scroll down to the playlists that are separated by years. Go to 2022. Stop talking. Go to the list of 22. Why on YouTube now when you go to a stream does it automatically unmute it? Scroll all the way down to Saints Row so I can add BusinessTron's origin story to this playlist. Should be somewhere. There we go. Saints Row. Save the playlist. Tomodachi. Catch up. Okay. And now we'll go to that playlist. Grab this playlist. Why is my YouTube fighting me right now? Hello? Irons. Why is it so much louder? Shut up. Okay. Share. For those of you over on the YouTube chat, check out this unlisted playlist of all the episodes of Total Tomodachi Island that also, immediately after a character is eliminated, it tells you what stream they originated from, and then you can watch that stream and get a nice little catch-up. Fair warning, though, some of those streams, I'm a 20-year-old, so again, like I said earlier. Okay, so we did everyone looking up Clover style. Is that the one we did? Yeah. Wait, no, that's not it. Did we do any of it? We did, like, team poses once, right? We did the running. Okay, the running, the Clover. Alright. Well, let's just work our way this way, then. I can't imagine we've done this. Let's do sandcastle in the sand. Oh, they're all made of sand. Okay. The final 6. The Ink CEO, the Dough Pig, the Fred 3, the Mascot XL, the Gooner, and the 2 coin. That's going to be next week's thumbnail. And I believe that's legitimately all we have for... I don't remember Igor Simp. I miss that guy every day. He didn't get to compete in the show, but hey, there's always next season. And on that note, thank you for joining me for another thrilling installment of Total Tomodachi Island. I'm gonna save this so that way I don't forget. I'm never gonna want to forget this. Save the game, save the world, save the squirrel, save the girl. It still hasn't settled into the Businesstron has been eliminated. But hey, if you're in the chat right now and you want to watch Businesstron be dominant, you can check out the Ultraverse playlist also on the Turbo channel that goes into the universe mode we simulated with these characters. But for now, on Total Tomodachi Island, Ultras, Crackheads, the 5K Army, Freaks and Geeks, Trolls and Derps, Girls, Gays, and Josh is everybody for the last 3 hours. I was your host, Crack, by the t-shirt. And in the grand scheme of BHultra live streams, this was stream number 1012. And today we continued our 21-week journey with week 16 of Total Tomodachi. I was rushing through it so that I could get exactly 2 hours and 30 minutes, but now I've gotten past that point already. It's simply too late for that. But tune back next week for the final 6. And we got to determine what that challenge might be. Hopefully we get a better prop on that day.